Good morning, everyone. I'm Tim Kappa from Online Ownership. We're a UK-based local SEO specialist. I'm also a Google My Business product expert or top contributor. So today we're going to run through a guide to the Google My Business dashboard, what it does, where you can find things, and obviously if I've included a link to the actual dashboard itself in the comments section, and also my Google My Business dashboard guide in an article which you can follow through step by step alongside this if you wanted to. So we'll crack straight on. So this is your dashboard. This is what it looks like. And you know, we're going to start from the top, work your way through to an actual page. So in the top here, in the top line, you've got locations, which are your business pages. Brand pages would be your actual brand pages themselves. And if you've got any AdWords linked to those accounts, obviously it needs to be linked to an account. But we'll start with locations. The first section you see here is your account summary. And this you can actually click on to each one, which will give you breakdowns of, I've got, these are published locations, these are not published, you know, if they're pending review or which ones are permanently closed. It segments it down for you. To do, there's formatting errors, you know, there are possible duplicate addresses. Now, if there's a duplicate address, I'll show you this. This is actually in the bulk upload. So you've got two sections here, and let me just go back. We've got two sections on how this dashboard works. Currently, I'm in what we call the card view. You can see these card views. You can also switch to a list view. Now, a lot of people, unfortunately, will view in the list view and see these errors and think, oh my gosh, what's going on? The list view is actually intended for bulk management accounts. And a bulk management account is when you've got 10 or more businesses which you've uploaded via a spreadsheet. So different information and slightly different statuses than to actually your business pages if they were uploaded individually and verified individually. So what I will always recommend is if you uploaded and verified individual businesses, you may have more than 10 now, but if you did it that way without the actual spreadsheet, I always recommend that you use in the card view like it is here, because the information provided is specific to that actual business itself. So that's just a quick thing where people tend to get confused between a list view and a card view. Try and stick within the card view if you're individually verified. This is a new addition, confirm holiday hours. This is just reminding you, you know, about specific days or specific special holidays that you may or may not want to mark your business as closed or additional hours, but we'll get to that when we get into the actual business itself. To view if something is verified or not verified, pretty simple. You've obviously got a published, a little green published, that is for a verified business. Without the green published, that is for an unverified business. The other way is it also says view location. The view location section is missing from an unpublished. The next thing we have here is a map view, which is still a beta test, which is pretty cool. We can go back. We will come back to that at the end because we just want to get into a business page now and just see the functionality there. So we select manage view, manage location. This is your overall sort of admin dashboard. It gives you your name. In fact, sorry about that. I think I should rather work it on my one rather than someone else's. So same again, manage location takes you straight in. Right. First thing you can see here, obviously your name, and you've got the green verified tick. Green verified tick. And that's, you know, pretty important, whether it's verified or unverified, but you should have noticed that previously. If you scroll down, we've got our insights, which are populated from, you know, search and map listings. It just gives you an overview of what's going on with your reviews. If you have the same account or your analytics has added as a admin, the account that you're running your business pages on, it will connect, obviously, your Google Analytics. If you've got any YouTube channels connected to that business page, then of course you've got YouTube. Of course you've got advertising. And then at the very bottom, you can actually hit share and update, which will take you into your business page where you can post an update. Now, you've also got top line, info. Info will take you to the same place as if you hit edit. So edit and info are exactly the same. Photos over here and manage photos over here are kind of the same areas. Reviews will be the same as reviews down manage reviews. It will take you to your reviews where you can reply, you know, reply to a review. And insights, same again, insights. So your top line is exactly the same as what obviously your functionality. If you scroll down, it just you know, it's obviously just giving you different things. If you use the hamburger menu, this will take you back to your dashboard. You can manage your users. So if you were transferring ownership or you were adding another owner, which sometimes you can have two owners to a business, or you can add a manager, or you can add a communications manager. Let's say you had hired someone to manage your social media. Settings are your page settings. You know, those will manage your email settings. You can also delete your page within your settings, but just be very, very careful with that. You have to scroll down and it gives you a lot of warnings. And support, if you hit support, I'll do that actually now. Hit support, you can actually search for different issues you're having, or you can scroll down to actually contacting support through phone, live chat, or email. The phone and the live chat are only visible during business hours. So if they're not visible, you're obviously not within their business hours, and either wait, depending on your time zone, either check in the morning or check late in the evening if you specifically want to speak to someone. So what we're going to do is now we'll move into the actual information on page. So over here, we've got our name. If you wanted to change your name, obviously you hit the little pencil as in edit. You have your categories. You can either change or add or remove. Address section. Naturally, this is your physical address, and your PIN marker should correspond to that. You can always double check it. If you scroll down, let's say you're a serviced area business, whereas you don't actually serve people at your location, but you go out to people. Let's say you're a plumber, electrician, things where you would serve someone at their location. Then you would select the I deliver goods and services and customers at their location. What this tends to do then, it will hide your actual physical address, as in my address is 6 Regal Close. It would hide that and it would just show Corby, Northamptonshire, and postcode. So it will display what my locality is, but not my actual address. So you can select that. If you do select, let's select it, you can then select the specific area that you serve, or you can do within a radius. Now, if you are doing it with a radius, I always recommend no more than 40 miles. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers, probably about 50 odd or 60. So anything over that tends to dilute the signals way too much, and you don't really get any visibility within search or maps. So keep it within 40 miles radius. You may deliver, or you may serve people further than that. but it's not going to really help you if you do anything over 40. It dilutes the signals. So that's the address section. Your hours, set your regular hours from Monday through to Sunday. Then you can set special hours. Now, if these weren't in here, it would actually say add special hours. If these went in, it would be saying add special hours. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You would hit on that. Now, let me explain. You need to have your Monday to Sunday regular hours set for you to be able to add special hours. You can't have your Monday to Sunday hours not completed and then go and add in special hours. So your Monday to Sunday, it's all very nice and neat. You can, select the day, you can select the hours. You can also select, if, for example, you were a restaurant and you had lunch and dinner hours, you can actually choose to add additional hours. So let's say you were open at 9 and you closed at 2, and then you could add additional hours, say opening back at 5 till 10. So you can select, additional hours on those. The special hours, now these are over and above your regular hours. So for these, you can see, well, Christmas I haven't got in because Christmas is a Saturday and my regular hours are set as closed. But let's say I was closed we can add a new date here. I will put Christmas Day in anyway, even though I am closed, just to show you how it works. So we have Christmas Day, I'm closed. I'm going to switch that to closed. And there you go. If, for example, you had some extended shopping hours running up to Christmas, let's say the 24th, opens at. Now this would be over and above. So let's say your regular hours is closing at 6. You could then set it in at 6, because that's when your regular hours closed, to, I don't know, let's go another couple of hours till 9. And then, you would select apply. I'm not going to in this instance. Number, self-explanatory. Your website, self-explanatory. You can add photos direct from here, or you can use photos in the photo section. So let's hit the photo section now. Right. You have a logo. It's 2 in the same, which they, and you can live change mine seasonally. You want something that is at least looking a little bit loved, which has got some marked up things rather than an empty business page if somebody happened to click on you. I've got a small office, so I don't have a very large office, which I want to show off interiors, but it all depends on what you are. Google does change these up. If you are a restaurant or a hotel as a category, they ask you for food photos, public area photos, and additional things like that. They also, sometimes ask you for team, there we go, team photos, etc., and additional photos. So you can either add them in, load them up, and you can come back and remove them. The review section. So this is where you can view your reviews, and you can also hit view and reply. So this guy didn't leave anything. If I want, it's always a good idea to respond. I mean, he didn't actually leave anything, but I could respond saying, thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback. If you have something that's slightly a little bit negative, that's pointing a problem out, I would always recommend, yes, your blood does boil, but remain professional and try and resolve the situation. People do read these, and if somebody's had a bad experience and they're having a bit of a rant, people want to see how you've reacted professionally. So apologize for the issue, perhaps ask them to contact you. You can put your email address in there, contact us, we would like to rectify the situation, sorry you had a bad experience, or whatever the case may be, but try and remain professional about it. Insights. Now, this has completely revamped. I don't know when the last time you checked, but these insights are completely new from the previous ones. And this is a whole new sort of interface, which Google My Business says that they are actually able to add to now, rather than the other one, which was very limited. So if you log in and some things are looking a bit different, then they're always constantly trying to improve. You can select from 30 days to 90 days or the last 7 days. Listings in search. This is generally when someone searches for something. So for example, I would be SEO in Corby. Did my knowledge panel appear? Did it not appear? Did they search my name? Did my knowledge panel appear or not? Also, listings in search would be the local pack, where you get the 3 sort of local businesses included in a map. And of course, listing in maps, self-explanatory, that is appearing in a map. Visits to your website, direction requests, actual physical calls, where somebody hit the call you, the call you from the knowledge panel or from a map listing, and viewing of photos. You can actually, if you search, if you go to online ownership, and you can my website, and you can search export data, I will show you, there's a guide to how you can export this data into a spreadsheet for continual review over a period of time. At the minute they don't have it, we have put the suggestion in to allow users to download the data, which would be fantastic. Even better if you could actually set a reminder. So that's hopefully we'll see these things. Driving requests, unfortunately, I don't have any because nobody's, well, some people have requested, but it may not have been in this country, or it just didn't connect with the maps as such. Useful in a sense, but not particularly insightful. It's just handy to know where the majority of your customers are coming from, and perhaps you can actually target them more specifically via your AdWords if you're running AdWords. So it depends on what kind of info you're getting, depends on how you can actually use that. And phone calls, it just gives you how many phone calls what day of the week. Naturally, if you're a restaurant or whatever the case would be, you would probably expect your phone calls to increase on a Saturday. Handy to see, but at this point in time, nothing really of massive significance there. So I'm going to come out of this, back into the dashboard again, and we will take a quick look at the list view in case you, as I said, if you were a used your bulk upload, this is the list view as such. It kind of looks the same, except you have shop codes, labels, and obviously AdWords. If you added a shop code and you didn't actually upload via bulk, it's not going to do anything. But this is, if you're managing, 200, 300, 450, however many that you actually uploaded via a bulk. So you could, depending on your codes, it could help you within your spreadsheet, seeing the specific region or locality or whatever the case would be, and labels. So this is generally for bulk, and depending on what you're using, it gets exported into this. So I would obviously try it if you are an individually verified location. I'll always switch back to the card view. Let's go and have a look at the map view. I also, again, on the website, Online Ownership, we have got a run through on this, on the map view. Essentially, it will now show you locations which are in your dashboard. So we will just zoom into the UK ones. If you have multiples in a particular area, it's going to show you obviously where they are. And then again, once you zoom in closer, you can actually click on one. It will just tell you which one, etc. is that. There used to be a little function in here, which I see that they have actually removed, which is being able to view. If I hit edit, that will take me where I was able to view the actual street view location. That part about this, which seems to have been removed. Well, so essentially this map view, yeah, it doesn't really do anything now, because what you used to be able to do was, or when they first rolled it out, was you would be able to view the pin marker for your business actually within Street View. And although, you know, when you're using the map, you think you've added it correctly onto your location, you've used your the satellite view, and it looks right. You've zoomed in as far as you can, it looks perfect. But when you're actually looking where your pin marker appeared within the actual Street View, occasionally you were slightly off. You were maybe on the pavement, you were just in the wrong kind of direction, and it was a really helpful tool, because you could actually then reposition it according to the Street View, which was brilliant. Seems to have gone. Whether it comes back, I don't know. Let's go and have a look at brand pages now. Brand pages, slightly different layout, but within this you can see how many people are following, when you last posted. So it's, you know, it lists them. It just gives you a brief overview of what's going on. I suppose if you were managing hundreds of brand pages, you'd be able to see, oh crap, I need to possibly update this, because I haven't posted in ages. Same again, manage the brand page. It brings you back into the same sort of format. Here you've just got sort of the insights, posts, or Google Analytics, which I haven't connected. Have I forgotten anything? AdWords, of course, that will take you through to your AdWords locations. No, I think we have cracked it. If you have any issues, you can always hit support for your particular business page, and you can contact or email. You can also use the Google My Business Help Forum. An issue that you can't seem to find a resolution for, use the Help Forum or support. Check out the article also. There might be a little bit more included in that. And yeah, that is a guide to your Google My Business dashboard. We're pretty much nearing Christmas now, so I'm wishing you all a very good Christmas, and hopefully a very good Christmas trading. Anyway, thank you very much, and have a good Christmas, everyone. Bye.